Ladies and gentlemen of the living and the dead, my name is Ariasta, and I am your friendly neighborhood Copernicomancer who fears all things horror. Happy Monday! Happy Monday! Welcome in. I am so glad Monday's over. How we all doing? Welcome in. Hope you had a good day, etc, etc, etc. I'm here with Cootie Paw, who has done nothing to assist us in solving this crime, but that's okay. She's cute. She's gonna hang out. Hello, CJ and Infant. Hi, I hope that things have been going really well in the game. We're progressing. I'm progressing. There's not much difficulty to visual novels. Hello, Brando Chief. We need more Akasupas. Almost cracked the case. Almost. You know, maybe the reason Justin can't solve the case because he hasn't been sending Akasupas. He's been sending those like 99-cent baby short supers. Hello, Shadowblade! Yo, what's up? Welcome in. Welcome in. We are back today with the real face of a VTuber, where we are trying to find out who killed the owner of this VTuber agency. Who is a chicken. Yeah. The only thing that matters is that this is a chicken. We're trying to solve the crime of a chicken being killed. Because chicken has rights too. Chicken has rights too. No matter what Chick-fil-A ads tell you. Chicken have rights too. I actually don't remember where we left off. It's been like 2 weeks since we can play the game. Mostly my fault, but I was busy last Monday. We're questioning Sophie now. I think we got testimony. We got some testimony. Oh, we just cross-examined Kuripod, that's right. And now we have to, we have Sophie as our witness. Oh my god, it's been so long, but that's okay. And when he's beginning no answers, Kuriba sees the donor for like 10 seconds. It's just gone. For real though. Bro, you see how fast Kuriba's chat's going? He ain't getting no information. He ain't sending those Akasupas. Alright, here we go. We're about to cross-examine? I don't know if I can't remember if Sophie's our witness or the prosecution's witness. But yeah, You know, this is a crime that could be solved if Justin knew how to do his job and file a subpoena instead of a search warrant. That's okay. That's okay. We're just gonna keep going. I mean, this is Sophie. She's Cootie Puff's agent. She's the prosecution's witness. There we go. I don't even know what's going on anymore. Oh, that's right. We accused Cootie Puff being the murderer. Oh, I remember now. I think, maybe. Anyway, explain the possibility that Cootie Puff's stream was done from within the company office. Oh, okay. I don't remember, but okay, let's keep going. For a VTuber to stream, what is the minimum amount of equipment required? They're not doing a special event and their motion capture mask, internet, their account, a webcam, and a microphone. Motion capture mask? I only need that if you're doing 3D, I think. That's pretty much it. You forgot to explain the specs of the PC, okay? Ain't no VTuber streaming on like 4 gigs of RAM, lady. And that's all she would have needed for the stream on the night of the murder. Oh, anyway. Lily Evans, I mean Zoe is unhappy with our line of questioning. So, are there any rules about where she can stream? No, usually people stream from home, but as long as the place is quiet and stable, then it can be done anywhere. Would the Lillian offices meet those requirements? Sure, there's streaming equipment at the office too. Sometimes they use the mic and webcam when we're in a meeting. You know, a Zoom meeting has a vastly different requirement than actually streaming. I'm glad we just put that all together in one bucket. How many people use that equipment? Cootie Puff using a laptop for 2006 with Blue Yeti hanging from their closet. Go to streamer setup. You know what? You know what? She really was doing that? It's peak performance right there. No shit's available for everyone's system everyone uses it for, including Cootie Puff's real face. I really don't know, so I can't answer that. Why would the office have streaming equipment? Use it for remote meetings. Okay. Has Cootie Puff done a stream from the office before? She streamed at the office during her end of the year party stream and one about work evaluations. Sending evidence number 029. Why would Cootie Puff stream about her work evaluations? You know, if she can make it work, kudos for her. To her. You recognize this. The office is streaming equipment. At least it looks like it. Oh yeah, it's covered in blood. I recall now, maybe. From our witness's testimony, it's clear to see. Traitor! Why are you helping the prosecution? I'm sorry it had to be like this, but we're both mature adults. If you're innocent, then there's nothing to worry about. Oh, Sophie and Cootie Puff are fighting now.
Only ever cared about yourself. No one cares about me.
Objection, says Lily. I mean Zoe Dunn. She looks just like Lily. Well, how I imagine Lily would be if she was a lawyer. Hey Virgil, how's it going? We're in court right now. Defendant can keep talking. Oh! Cootie Puff and Sophie are going at it! The girls are fighting!
Everyone's a liar! Benefited from Mr. C's death, didn't you? And your own relationships are such a mess. What right do you have to criticize Cootie?
Wait, what? What does that have to do with anything? Oh, damn! Sophie's not holding back. Could you please shut up, you absolute child? It's not your turn to speak.
Finally, we're seeing the real you!
Which is what you wanted, right? So now what? You want to argue? Bring it on! Oh, the girls are fighting! The claws are out! Claws are out. You all just heard your barrage of complaints against the company. I think I speak for everyone when I say, can you please grow up and learn how to fit in with society? Oh, damn. Can't tell if Kuripa's hurt or fake hurt. You think you're the only one who's tired? Don't you realize at least half of your fan base is against our agency now? Your artists aren't treated fairly. Your artists aren't safe in the workplace. Every tiny little thing, there's always some annoying group of people whining about injustice. What even is fair treatment? Who's there to treat us fairly? Whenever you're with anyone for a long time, it's natural to grow apart. But why does that always end up with everyone lambasting the agency for being the bad guys?
Because you're supposed to be protecting your artists.
Are we not protecting you? Oh no, they're airing out their dirty laundry in court. Definitely go on the record now. Do you realize we only rejected that artist you wanted so badly for your company because of problem in their personal life? Do you know how annoying it is to sign NDAs for offline events? Do you know how tiring it is to make sure every stupid gift you get is safe to even open? And what the hell do you mean we don't respect your work? Have I ever been a little bit impolite in one of our conversations? Do you know why we want to find new talent? It's to give you a chance to interact with upcoming artists. And you say we're not good to you.
Excuses! All of it!
You know, I'm not gonna lie, I'm on Sophie's side here. Kuripa, grow up! Welcome to the real world!
If you're so good to me, then why am I so lonely?
Huh? Doesn't that sound like a skill issue? Wait, what?
The second I signed that contract, it's like my old self left my body. And I can't even tell anyone about how I feel because of that stupid NDA. The whole family thinks I'm doing porn or something.
I mean, you were talking about people's panties and boobies. I don't know what to tell you, Kuripa.
Even if I want to just go somewhere and relax, I'm afraid I'll be recognized. I can't even go to an event without covering up and being all secretive. I'm so freaking tired.
Wait, but didn't nobody know who Kuripa was until she started asking for donations and meeting up with people offline? So, like, she wouldn't have any of these problems if she didn't try to meet her fans offline, right? I feel like I'm focusing on the wrong thing, but that's okay, let's keep going.
I'm just so tired of being all alone.
Aren't we a team? Think of all those times you basically sent me essays in the middle of the night. When have I never read them and responded right away? So tell me, are we not a team?
Sounds so nice when you say it.
Not gonna lie, I'm not on Kuripa's side here. It's coming off as a bit of a whiny little individual. Kuripa? 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 You're not a child. Grow up. This is the problem you have to deal with no matter what kind of job you're in.
You're the one helping the prosecution.
Ever since this all started, I've been trying real hard to find a reason to trust you. She can be really stubborn, but the Kuri I know would never kill someone. That's how I was trying to look at this. But now I'm tired. I'd like to submit new evidence to the court, just in truth. Oh! What's this? It's a Twitter! Sorry. Twitter/Y/X. Shadow0903 silhouette. I work on everyone's problems be solved and know why I need that crappy boss. Not about exercise. I have to report if my co-workers break the rules. Oh, this is Kuri's like side account. She did a good job hiding it. I don't think anyone else knows about it. You can check the post and make sense of all the times yourself. Oh. The court believes allowing the two to argue shed valuable insights into this case. Wait, what? Has this ever been allowed? In a courtroom where, you just let the witnesses argue with each other? I don't think... Okay, sure, why not? It went a bit different than I imagined, but it did lead to something useful. Now let's get back to this case. Alright, the judge is making up rules for funsies. I'd like to see where this new evidence can lead our prosecutor. Kuripa, does the social media account Miss Allure presents belong to you?
Yes, it's mine.
And you wrote all of the posts?
Yes.
Thank you. As it stands, gaining access to Kuripa's own social media page is a huge breakthrough. Our findings will be presented together during our closing arguments. Already? Huh? Where are all the evidence where it proves that Kuripa's guilty without a shadow of doubt? We love chick gossip in this court. For real, I feel like the judge is just like, usually we don't let the witnesses argue. This is too good. This is too good. It's too good. We gotta get the tea. We'd like to allow the defense to cross-examine the witness first. Defense would like to cross-examine. Alright, Zoe's making her move. I keep forgetting we're the prosecution. You know the identity of Kuripa's real face. No. Let me get this straight. You're Kuripa's agent, but you don't know her real identity. Objection! I should not have objected. I should not have objected, but I objected anyway. I know this is uncommon. Agents usually know the identity of their VTuber clients. But it's our company policy to keep it a secret, as it was explained to me during my initial interview. That's why I stay away from in-person events. And none of this would be a problem if Justin knows how to follow subpoena! Being worked fine up until the murder, so I never felt the need to know. Alright. She's made from a tea of beats, all from some evidence, especially if it comes from a different tea as well. You know, maybe the judge thrives on he said, she said. Maybe hearsay's how it works in this world. You've never seen Kuripa stream in person. No, Mr. C was usually in charge of that. So you weren't there when she streamed at the office. No, I wasn't. You've never seen her streaming, then how do you know she was even using the office equipment? I'm usually the one who sets up her spot at the office before she starts. Set up the mic, the mixer, the laptop, and make sure everything's working, then Mr. C takes over. That's how I know what she used. Does that answer your question? Alright, Zoe has no further questions. The next witness is the defense's witness. With this witness, we will prove that the prosecution's claims are misleading and there is no possibility of Kuripa's guilt. Oh, it's Faye! Hello, Faye. Faye's just chilling. Faye's in her rebellious phase. She has nothing to say. This is what we agreed on. Anyway, haven't you realized it yet? Summer training you are. The moment I walked out of here, you lost. Is the witness refusing to testify? The verdict's already decided. It wouldn't matter if I testified or not. Only facts left are subjective. I can't change what's coming. Moving forward, I'd like to exercise my right to remain silent. Since I'm here voluntarily, I figured that won't be a problem. What is she even doing here? Faye's just here stirring the pot. She's just here like, I have tea. And she gives her the tea, now she's like, I don't care anymore. You can summon me, but I'm not gonna say anything. Sorry, Kuri, I really wanted to help. My next witness will help explain the inconsistencies in the defendant's alibi. Bring them to the stand. You know, I like Faye. I don't know what she's hiding, I don't know what her deal is, but she's cool. She's living her best life, and I'm here for it. Alright, before bringing the witness to the stand, I'd like to cut to the chase of today's hearing. Wait, this is only a hearing? We're not at trial? Okay. So this is a trial, is this a hearing? Maybe in this hypothetical world here in the trial, the same thing. Who cares? We're trying to uncover Kuripa's identity and behavior, and Lillian has 6 employees. Anna Chen, Amanda Child, Sophie Allura, Faye Ward, and Misty Rue. The above 5 could never have gotten away with doing whatever they wanted with a virtual identity. Isn't that right, Prudence Weeks? Oh, I was right! Prudence, this is Kuripa! I was right. Prudence is Kuripa. Please state your name and occupation. Misty Rue, Administrator at Lily Entertainment. Alright, this is the prosecution witness. Misty Rue, you're the only one in the company apart from Mrs. C who knows Kuripa's identity, is that right? Yes. Please confirm for me the identity of Kuripa's real face. Prudence Weeks, I assume she's at home right now. Since the murder, you've been adamant about not revealing her identity. Why? At first, I thought she really couldn't be the killer and just wanted to help keep her identity a secret, but now... What do you want, Zoe? Personal conjecture. Objection sustained. Alright. Since we already know the identity of Kuripa's real face, let's just discuss the alibi. Is any evidence number 044? This record is from our initial interviews. Could you read this, please? Misty Rue meets up with Prudence Weeks around 10:30 p.m. She says Miss Weeks doesn't get out much and usually stays at home. Does your statement remain the same? Oh, she wants to change it? Ask you again. Why do you want to change your statement? I realized the person I'd be protecting was a traitor. Malicious intent? Where was Prudence Weeks at the time of the murder? Oh, she doesn't like that either. When did you get home on April 20th? I went on a date with my boyfriend that night. I got home at 10:35 p.m. I remember checking my watch on the elevator. Did you bump into anyone while on the way home? I saw my roommate when I got off the elevator. Who is your roommate? My roommate is Prudence Weeks. Did she appear to be coming back from somewhere? Did she look nervous or anxious when you saw her? Where was she standing? She was standing between our door and the elevator. Did you see her walk out of your apartment? I didn't see her walking out, no. Is there anything to prove with certainty whether she was coming out of the apartment or returning to it? Does she know what time you were returning home that day? I told her I was seeing a movie with my boyfriend and she knew I was having dinner around the apartment. So I guess she knew around what time I'd be back. But that's not very conclusive. Circumstantial at best. Prudence be betrayed by Misty.
Aren't we friends?
We're friends?
Whatever. Why didn't you just explain why the freaking knife was on my desk?
Please quiet down. Judge! What do you mean? The tea's just getting hot! The prosecution, please provide a statement. Right now, the prosecution would like to review the night of the murder. On the night, Kuripa streamed from 7 to 10 p.m. On the surface, it's a perfect alibi. Under the hood, the killer used a very important assumption to manipulate all of us. That assumption, streaming must take place at home. According to the police's most recent investigation, the time of death was any time between 7:04 and 11:30 p.m. That morning, the killer messaged the victim saying she wanted to talk to him at night at the office, confirming that he would stay after hours. At some point between 5 and 7, after making sure only the victim was left at the office, the killer snuck in through the window, avoiding the cameras. She then set up streaming equipment in the meeting room before her 7 p.m. stream. Whether the victim was aware of it or not, he wouldn't have interrupted his own talent stream. While the victim waited for the stream to end, he drank the water our victim laced with sleeping pills and fell asleep. A lot of circumstantial evidence right now. The now victim took a small break during her stream, slipping out of the room. After using her phone to control the victim's computer, she took the knife she brought with her and slit the victim's throat. Damn. She then returned to her stream as if nothing ever happened, chatting with her fans while simultaneously using her phone to leave comments as the victim, obfuscating the time of death. After the stream ended, she snuck back home, bumping into her roommate on the way back. Alright, Zoe's not happy with our conjecture. Good people of the court, evidence is everything. Any good defense attorneys would never good defense attorneys would never accept a statement without evidence. Alright, we're supposed to be presenting evidence now. Oh, we have evidence? My evidence proving Kuriba was in the office at the time of death is... Oh, there was blood on my mic, huh? Presenting evidence number 29. This is the Lily Entertainment's office-owned streaming equipment, as just confirmed by Sophie Allure. As we know, the police found traces of blood on this very microphone, meaning that at some point in the past it was covered in blood and then cleaned off. DNA testing has already proven that it was the victim's blood. Huh? Okay. They have some very good forensics in this world. This means the killer touched this microphone with wet blood on their hand directly after the murder. This evidence proves that Kuriba must have murdered his deceased. It's really weak, Justin. Streaming requires live interaction with one's audience. How could Kuriba have interacted with the stream while killing another human being? Evidence can explain that as well. My evidence proving that Kuriba could stream while committing murder is what? Oh, it's because when she took a break? When she took a break? Oh, this was the second stream. Kuriba took a break from his stream for 10 minutes at 9:20 p.m. She said she was going to the bathroom, but Kuriba had never taken that long for a break in the past. It was obviously not your average quote-unquote bathroom break. Kuriba's alibi is highly calculated and meticulously pieced together. The occasion where the murder weapon was found is the final piece of that puzzle. Oh, the actual murder weapon. Z-Dagger! The tactical knife used was placed in the trash area of Prudence Weeks' apartment complex. Definitive evidence! Did you find her fingerprints on it? The facts prove that Prudence Week was streaming from the office that night. Did you find her fingerprints on it? Finally, the personal account Sophie Allure provided proves the killer's motive. That'll be all, Your Honor. Honestly, not gonna lie. Circumstantial at best. Understand the prosecution's claim. Before we continue this here, I'd like to take a short break. Currently, a task force helmed by Detective Haas is waiting outside of the suspect's residence. Are you ready, Detective Haas? Wait, what? Damn. These prosecuting attorneys do whatever they want. Prosecution led the defendant to appear in court as herself. Something's going on inside her apartment. We haven't entered yet. I don't think this is allowed. Oh, damn! Well, I was not expecting that. Has that been a suicide? From the angle of the wound, suicide seems impossible. We entered the residence but didn't see anyone else. I think the suspect jumped down from the roof to the balcony, broke the window, and entered. Then the suspect stabbed the victim with a sharp object and exited the way they came. Wait, hang on! They couldn't have saved her? It's a stab wound! She got stabbed in the stomach. It's not like she got stabbed through the heart. The detectives were right outside. What? Huh? She bled out that quickly? Alright, sure. We currently don't have any leads. Yeah, I don't know, man, Brondo. This is a little far-fetched. I would understand if this was like a bullet wound or like, you know, she got shot through the heart or the head, but they stabbed her in the stomach. Like, realistically speaking, if the police was right outside, I don't think she would have bled out that fast. Alright, now we have to find who killed Kuripa. You have to find who killed Kuripa. R.I.P. Kuripa. I guess the Kuripa here is a ghost now. It's a ghost now. Yeah. Say hi to everyone, Kuripa Ghost. Hi! Aerially flexing says she can tank a stab wound. That's crazy. I'm not saying she can tank a stab wound. But like, literally, right when she was stabbed, the police broke into the building. So like, shouldn't someone have been able to administer some kind of first aid, you know, to try and get into the hospital? She really bled out in like 60 seconds or less from a stab wound to the stomach? Really? That's crazy! Who's this? Hello, nice to meet you. This timeline has come to an end. Thanks for sticking it through with me. What? I'm sure you have a lot of questions. Maybe? I can't blame you, and I definitely recommend going back and trying to tab those loose ends. Before that, though, my mission is to help you make sense of what's transpired up to this point. Let me remind you what puzzles you've yet to solve in Kuripa's timeline. First, why was the paring knife on Prudence Weeks' desk? Someone's obviously trying to... Maybe she was trying to, you know, make herself seem suspicious, but not at the same time. We already know the paring knife isn't the real murder weapon, then why was it so obviously planted on Prudence's desk and by whom? A woman that big should be lucky if she even saw the ambulance. Bro looked like she spent ketchup on herself wraps from frame 1. Well, I would understand if the police wasn't, like, immediately outside her door. Cause like she screamed and they were inside right away. Like, I don't think she would have died that quickly. But I mean, I guess we don't know what she was stabbed with. But I really don't think she would have died immediately. Who knows? Doesn't matter, she's dead. There's a lot of suspense of disbelief in this game, which I'm kind of weirded out by. Second, who killed the real Faye? I don't know, I guess we'll find out. Well, we know it's not Sophie and Faye. And Misty. So the only people who could have done it is either... The only people who could have done it is either Amanda or Honor. If you know, there have been no new faces, our cast of characters still the same. Should've used the self-res. Exactly. They've all testified in court. One factor is the key to everything. What is it, though? Your hints end here. Lobby chapter feature unlocked. You're not allowed to skip to different chapters as you please. By selecting chapters from the main lobby, you can skip to any chapter where you're missing key evidence. All you want to do is get to the end again. You won't have to replay entire chapters. Oh. If you already accused someone, this button will immediately let you accuse someone new and place you in a brand new timeline. You only need to restart entire chapters if you want to see specific story segments. If you fully completed, restart a chapter before moving forward any following chapters. Choice records have been reset. I reset all your choices, so if you want, you can replay chapters to see how characters react to different choices. Finally, there's a new hints button in the lobby. I'll be there ready to guide you through different timelines. Who am I, you ask? I'll tell you that once you discover the truth. Is this not Amanda? Ain't no way the game's gonna tell you that you got the bad ending. I think Kuripa being killed doesn't change. But I don't think we have enough evidence to find out who killed her. Now you'd be able to keep Kuripa from meeting her untimely death. Right? Oh, I guess we have to figure out how to prevent Kuripa from dying. Oh, but I kind of like Kuripa as the ghost. That's kind of a nice ending right there, like story-wise, because I wasn't expecting her to die. I sincerely hope we meet again. Oh, I was kind of hoping. I know that's kind of mean, but that was kind of a nice twist. So I guess I had to not accuse Sophie? Game just told you skill issue, I guess. So I guess I have to not... Okay, so I don't need to redo this again, because I have 100% of the evidence. So chapter 4 is where I'm missing evidence, I guess? I don't know what I'm missing, though. I thought we talked to everyone. I'm confused. Okay. I'm not sure what I'm missing. Thought we talked to everyone. Doesn't the girl we talked to look just like Amanda? Oh, I have to talk to Amanda some more. I guess. Okay. So, we know who it cannot be. So the only people who could have possibly killed Prudence is Honor or Amanda, because Misty, Faye, and Sophie were both in court testifying. Alright, well, let's talk to Amanda about online information. Oh no, we talked to them already. I don't think there's any new information that we haven't. Alright, let's click the hint button. Wait, what? Oh, I've looked at all of these already? Wait, I don't get it. What am I missing? She's saying that I'm missing something. Alright, let's... I'm so confused. They want me to accuse someone else? I'm confused. Got the Mug Muffin back in chapter 3 on line 47? Very. I'm confused because... I'm not sure where we're missing the evidence. Supposedly we're missing evidence. I don't know where we're missing the evidence. Okay, let's see. Let's just talk to everybody. Alright, now we have a new lead because we talked to Prudence. Something happened? What do you mean? Your whole demeanor is complete. Well, this wasn't available before. I know what you're talking about. Maybe this isn't available until Kuripa dies. It's one of those, like, you have to get a bad end before you can get the true end situation, maybe? Because this wasn't available before. She just didn't want to talk about it. Because I remember checking this. Alright. I'm not sure what that means. Let's... That'd be really mean if it wasn't Eva's thing, but a secret of order kind of thing. Yeah, I'm not sure. So I don't think that was available before. Like, we tried asking her, and she was just kind of like, I don't want to talk about it. You're like, okay. I mean, I could be wrong. %. So there is something I'm missing. But I'm not sure what. It might actually be that. I have to ask the right girl the right time, maybe. I'm just really confused. I'm not gonna read all of this. This is some psychoanalysis on why people become VTubers. And my reason is because I'm lazy. Okay, maybe we have to talk to someone else. I'm so confused. Hold up, I need to know the VTuber lore. Go back. It wasn't lore. Saw something garbage. I feel like maybe we're missing stuff from... I'm really confused. What is this? Oh, this is just a replay of what we did before. I think this is just a replay of what... Huh? But we already got this before, so this is nothing new. This is a game? Hello, Firefist! Yeah, this is a game. I'm really confused. So now we have the insurance policy? I thought we got this last time. Yeah, I'm stupid now. You're good. You're good. I'm also confused, so you know. We're all in this together. This isn't a game, it's cinema. Cinema of me suffering. Okay. have a new lead, but I don't know what the new lead. Oh, ask Aji. I thought we did that. What? I'm confused. So I just saw the stream and clicked to say small viewers. I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to solve a crime, but I'm solving the crime fairly badly. It's telling me I'm missing evidence, but I don't know what I'm missing. I thought I got the insurance policy last time. I don't think it was anything new. Jorian got lost too. There's a lot of information this event. Yeah. I already got this. I already got this. It's really confusing because they're giving me red check marks on everything. New lore, 14 charges of arson. You know what? Arson would make this game more interesting. Pretty much this post game where we find anything we missed, get the true ending. Yeah, I don't know what I missed. This one I'm really confused. I thought we talked to her about the insurance policy already. I'm telling you, we need evidence. Number 20 for chapter 3, line 47, sentence 5, on word 15. 5, this is there for a reason. I'm so lost. You can watch the streams again, but I don't think there's anything new in these. This is the stream that happened, I think, during the night of a murder. Okay. I feel like we've gone through this before too. 14 counts of arson. Damn. You know what? I wish there's some arson in this game. I would be less confused. Maybe. What's your Grand Theft Auto count? All we need is look at the game files, line 3858. The evidence to solve the case is there. Oh. Isn't that like Doki Doki Literature Club or something? Like you had to like uninstall something or delete a file or whatever? Or Grand Theft Auto account? Rondo's assuming you have one. Because of the arson. I think, maybe. None of this is new. We've gone through this before. Gone through this before. This is when she was gone for 10 minutes. We need to reverse engineer the game and recompile this chapter number, then we'll see what evidence we're missing. I'm so confused. I don't have Grand Theft Auto. Dealing with rookies! Never stole a bike in their life. Neither have I. I am actually a rookie. I'm actually a rookie. I'm so confused. Do I need to accuse someone different? Is that what they're saying? Do you look both sides of the street before you cross? It's okay, the life of crime is for everyone. Actually, that is me. I am one of those people. I'm very paranoid. I'm confused if I don't check both sides like 60 times, I'm gonna get run over by a car. This is the weird story. It doesn't really help us. Maybe I need to accuse someone else? very confusing. It's all very confusing. I only look one way before I cross the street. I'm a bad guy, damn. One brain cell just gunning it. Like a boss. Firefix Gregor is a character ID from a game that attended his 14 hours in charge of it because he's soloed the whole city by himself. Oh wow. Could not be me. I just want for it if they hit me, I sue! That is true. That is true. So I say 14 counts for arson. Moot, I'm so confused. I'm really confused. I wonder if I need to accuse someone else for more evidence. Maybe I need to accuse someone else here? Maybe I need to accuse Amanda. Okay, maybe we need to accuse someone different. Alright, let's see what happens if we accuse Amanda. Alright, so let's try accusing Amanda and see what happens. Alibi. Dying message. And a felon, I'll snitch! With you. Alright, let's see. Maybe I have to accuse someone different. Alright, let's accuse Amanda and see what happens. Bro calls in seeing a bus coming at them going 50 miles per hour. You know, maybe I'll get isekai'd into a world where all I have to do is sleep and eat all day. Alright, let's see what happens if we accuse Amanda. Maybe we'll get new evidence. Maybe we don't have enough evidence because we didn't accuse anybody else. This court will now convene with the matter of the death. Yes, okay. Alright, we're just gonna go in. Victim in this case is the CEO. We've done all of this before. We're gonna kind of just go through this. And we're gonna go straight to Amanda! Because I don't know what's going on anymore in this game. It is so confusing. Oh, we'll start with the Honor. Hi, Honor. Oh, that's right. Honor is still claiming she was Kuripa at this point in time. Why weren't them coming out top close to 100k in loans? Why is cause so expensive in America? Nobody knows. I feel like we've done this before. They're just objecting to each other right now. I may be speedrunning this a little bit because I'm confused. Amanda noticed my headaches and gave me some sleeping pills. That night I slept great and the migraine slowly went away. Alright, we're going with the route that Amanda's the killer. So Mr. C toxicology report shows that he had this exact same brand of sleeping pills in the system when he was killed. Can you describe the day you got these pills from his child? I remember my migraine was especially bad that day. I think Amanda was busy with the project that day. She kept checking about Mrs. C and Sophie about it. Even so, she still noticed I was having a hard time. I told her I wasn't sleeping, so she gave me some pills. She said that they were sleeping pills. She said they might help me. Was there anything about her that day that was particularly memorable? She seems a little distracted and stressed, but I figured that was because of work. I didn't think much else about it. Were all the other chapters 100%? Or was it only chapter 4 that was missing stuff? Yeah. Yeah, so we were missing evidence in chapter 4, but there was nothing else to click on. Do I think Amanda did it? There's no conjecture. The witness is inferring her own conclusions. Alright, so I don't know. I don't know if I have to accuse someone else to get more information. Because we did get more evidence once we accused Sophie. So maybe I need to talk and figure out what Amanda and Honor is hiding. The victim had traces sleeping pills in his blood. Now witness has testified the defendant carried sleeping pills. However, during our interviews, the defendant denied this fact multiple times. Our position is that the defendant had ulterior motives for keeping this information a secret from us. I get why they're doing this, but this is also kind of annoying. I'm not a fan of this. Not gonna lie. When the defense begin in her cross-examination. Alright, Lily Evans is coming in. Oh, never mind. She doesn't want to cross-examine Honor. She did this last time, too. Alright, so this is basically the same thing, except you have a different conversation with whoever you're talking to. Feel like it'd be so tough to write a story with a court case. Feels like you gotta study how a court case actually goes, just make it semi-believable. Yeah. I just think that the way you go to the end, they kind of like, JK, you have to like, accuse all three? But maybe I'm just doing it wrong. Who knows? Yeah, this is when Amanda, Honor, and Sophie were all saying they were Kuripa, which now we know is Prudence. But let's see what it happens when we accuse Amanda. Nicole event is described by Miss Chen about the sleeping pills. She does. Do you feel that in Miss Chen's testimony she was trying to implicate you in the murder of Mr. C? Objection! Hypothetical question. Oh, I got that right! You went all Phoenix right! Please describe that day in detail. I don't know what day it was specifically, but it was around mid-March. Honor was scolded by Mr. C that day, which is rare to see. She didn't seem to be doing very well, so I asked how she was. She said her head hurt. I was really tired around that time because I had seen the doctor a bunch. There was some medicine I hadn't finished, I gave her some. What did you give her? I remember what they were. Isn't it? Aren't you not supposed to share medication if they were prescribed? Cause like, you know, you could kill someone. You explained this to the prosecution during the interview, why not? I forgot. Or I think because I didn't know what kind of meds the doctor prescribed, so I didn't know there was any sleeping pills when the prosecutor asked me. So I've been to the doctor so many times and I was really busy. I just forgot. I swear I wasn't hiding anything. You're saying that your mom was so fixated on work that you forgot about giving Miss Chen some of your medicine? Emily's objecting for us. I'm so confused, Emily. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. We collaborated with the zoo at that time. They were really concerned with getting the animal info correct, so we were constantly adjusting our images to their notes. Along with Kuripa's new outfits, I had 5 minutes just working on the same time. It was crazy. I don't think this team is big enough to sustain how big they're making Kuripa out to be. Straining for 12 hours a day, I had to see the doctor a bunch because I was feeling awful. So I really wasn't hiding anything, I just forgot. Alright. I like how it doesn't matter who you accuse, you get Zoe regardless. Ms. Childs didn't reveal this information during her initial interview with the prosecution because she's too busy with work and lacked knowledge of her own medicine. As such, Ms. Child's memory lapse is entirely justified, and the prosecution's accusation of intentional concealment of information is purely hypothetical. That'll be all, Your Honor. Alright, that's where she's going with this. Anyway, we're cross-examining Amanda now. I'm trying to speedrun this because I'm a little bit frustrated. I have to go back. Did you give Honor some meds? She looked like she was in a lot of discomfort. I didn't know what was in my prescription, but I thought there might be some painkillers. Arson would be nice right now, at least it's exciting. Press on reasonable medical visit. Her hips hurt. Okay. Okay. Ana-chan described your state at the time as a bit agitated. Could you explain that? I told you I was drawing cat girl for the zoo and they fired back and said cat ears on a human isn't biologically possible. And then she's going off about cat girls. She's going off about cat girls. I'm really confused by what's going on in this game. Anyway, let's keep going. You say you didn't know what medicine the doctor prescribed you. I just take whatever the doctor gives me. I never found a reason to look at what it is. But you were taking sleeping pills, how could you not know? Well, some other pills make you drowsy too. I didn't know if I was taking sleeping pills or just something with a sleepy side effect. Didn't you finish your drugs? Because she forgot to. Press on the process of her giving Ana the medication. Ana got scolded by Mr. C, which is unusual for her. I think because she mixed up her model's hands and feet. After that, I noticed Honey kept rubbing her forehead and her temple and stuff. I asked her what was wrong. She said she had a migraine, so I gave her my extra meds. Were you the one who brought up the medicine? I think she asked me if I had any medicine I didn't need. I remember I did have some extra, so I gave it to her. I'm the one who offered her the medicine, though. That's what definitely happened. I remember now. I'm really confused. This has been so long that I can't remember anything that has happened. Reading model request. Oh, I see. You know, reason for medical visit. I guess she wasn't visiting for hip pains. You said you went to the doctor because your hips hurt. Okay, I'd like to present evidence number 13. Miss Charles have actually procured a copy of your medical records. Justin knows how to subpoena medical records, but he can't subpoena personnel docs. Frustrating! And you went to a gynecologist, too. Why would you see an OBGYN for hip pain? Need the pill for Luminous? Just to retain all this info? This is too much! Actual facts, though. It's also been like 5 weeks since we did this chapter. I'm seeing so many docs around that I totally forgot which one it was. So you forgot about the sleeping pills, how you forgot about why you saw your doctor, how many things are you gonna forget, Miss Childs? Actually, what things do you even remember? Wow, that's mean, Justin, that's mean. My point is this, how credible is the person in front of us, really? Can we believe anything she says? Since she's forgotten 2 very important things in the span of 3 interviews, I say the answer is clear. That's all you're going with? Alright, Zelda's back. Zelda's back. The police investigate the suspect's homes. Could you please give a detailed report on your investigation of the defendant's home? The defendant lives on the first floor of a 4-story townhouse with 4 bedrooms and 2 shared living spaces. She lives there with her parents, grandparents, and brother. She has her own room which faces outside to a fire escape alleyway. Have the police confirmed the defendant's alibi? The defendant's mother says they all ate dinner together around 7 and then the defendant went to her room to work, only coming out around 8:40 to use the bathroom. The defendant's grandparents also confirmed this. Her grandparents always stay in the living room until around 11 p.m. every night and would have seen it if she'd gone out. Have the police verify whether we can trust the family's alibi? We did find something suspicious! None of the families went by the defendant's room while she was in it. No one knows what she was doing in there. In other words, the family can only prove that the defendant didn't come out into the living room, but can't prove that she never left her room. So we checked whether the defendant could have exited her room through the window, and turns out she could. What's more, she wouldn't have been caught on any cameras. Does any evidence support the defendant living through her bedroom window that night? There was roadwork outside defendant's home that night, and we found a footprint in some wet concrete. Found shoes that matched the footprint in the defendant's room, as well as some concrete residue. Then the concrete residue and the matching shoes proves the defendant left her room through the window that night. But why have a pair of outdoor shoes in your room? You don't keep your outdoor shoes in your room, Justin? Not everybody has space by the door for their shoes when they live with like 6 people. Well, I got the window just so you could establish an alibi that your family would cooperate. The prosecution states that the defendant was keeping those shoes in her room for this very occasion. I keep my shoes in my room. There's too many people living here. Defendants like to cross-examine. Zoe says no. Alright, she's having this. She said the exact same thing last time. Alright, we're talking to Amanda again. Where were you from 7 to 10? I was at home working. In your room? Emily's objecting. Where were you working? Were you working from home? I was working in my room. What kind of work was that? I was streaming. Oh, that's right. She's still claiming she's Cootie Pastel. I keep forgetting that. It's the way you left your room since you were streaming, right? Objection! Leading question! Did you leave your room while you were streaming? No. Streaming, I have to be in front of my webcam at all times. I can't leave. She took a break, didn't she? Was any evidence number 12? A statement witness is no way she could have left her room that night since she was streaming. Stream is like a live broadcast. The host has to be present the entire time. Objection! Do you know by now, Your Honor, we have multiple people claiming to be Cootie Puff's real face, all of whom can log onto Cootie Puff's account at any time. Defendant's testimony just now cannot prove that she is Cootie Puff's only real face. Okay, as the prosecution confirming, yeah. Because Justin knows how to file a subpoena for medical records, but not for personnel files. So we still can't prove at this time who Cootie Puff really is. Shouldn't have filed a search warrant, should have filed a subpoena. Feel like I'm repeating myself again. And we're cross-examining Amanda now. I know I'm rushing through this, but I don't like that I had to go back. She wants to play with the cat. What cat? Can't let my family know my mom is highly allergic to cats. So that's 7 ended at 10. Hello, Harumaki. Good morning. Good morning. It's evening where I am, but I'm glad it is morning where you are. I'm trying to figure out what's going on in this game. So I hope your morning went better than whatever it is I'm doing right now. How to stream while also climb out the window? Cat thing was earlier. It was before dinner. Maybe around 6. You're Japanese? Nice. I think this game comes in Japanese too. Maybe it'll be less confusing if it's not in English. She stayed in your room for the entire stream. I need to interact with my fans. So you told your mother so you can maybe run to use the bathroom around 8:40. Explain that. I had to take a break, okay? Drank a lot of tea. She left the room at 8:40. You have to keep yelling. Oh, I'm not reading that. Oh, I'm kind of just wanting to speedrun this. Where's the stream? We got international, let's go! I hope they understand what I'm saying, because I feel like people who speak English don't understand what I'm saying sometimes either. Might be more difficult if you don't speak English. Looking at my notes from April 21st investigation. I was in my room working. I was rushing to complete a project with a deadline. Okay. If bosses killed you, really think company will still apply. Objection would be objected to. That was intimidating! Bro, how was that intimidating? Mana Child didn't say she was streaming until after Honor said she was Kuripa's real face. Still, from a tiny perspective, there aren't any inconsistencies in her testimony. So if you're Kuripa's real face, then you must know something there is to know about her. Okay. What was the stream about on that murder? We're just talking about this and that, reading some marshmallow I've been meaning to get to. Anything particularly notable happened? Something wrong? Why ask me that? So I could be sure you're the real face? Let me jog your memory a bit. That night you read 23 marshmallows. I have the records here. Should be able to tell me what the very last marshmallow was about. She doesn't know. One of them was asking how much money I had saved. I told him I had a virus. Money has no meaning to me. Well, that's meta. Since I'm a virus, I could turn my own bank account to trillions of dollars if I wanted to. Oh, damn. That's the marshmallow I remember most from that night. There was no marshmallow about her bank account from that night. Alright. Alright. So I guess that's... Objection? So on the stream April 20th, you said the marshmallow you remember best was about your savings, right? Miss Cha is really not a good look to lie in court. 23 marshmallows? Not one was about your savings. I think you already know that, don't you? No one mentioned saving money at all that night. Could it be that you have no idea what the night's marshmallows were about? That the prosecution even holds more proof that Miss Cha isn't Kuripa's real face. May we please bring on next witness to the stand, Your Honor. Alright, here comes Sophie. Here comes Sophie. Please state your name and occupation. Here comes Sophie. Do you remember Kuripa's stream from April 1st, Miss Allure? Sure, we're doing the sponsor. It was April Fool's Day, so I remember it pretty well. What was the sponsor that night? It was a mobile game publisher that had Kuripa play a Bishoujo game and doing gacha pulls. Wish someone would pay me to do gacha pulls. Did anything noteworthy happen? Kuripa kept describing the weapons as sausages and bananas, which shocked a lot of viewers. That qualifies an incident. It was super annoying. Some Kuripa's PR was arguing with the sponsor for ages with huge pain. Any of your co-workers know about this? Complain to everyone about it. Is the defendant including everyone? Yes, Amanda included. Do you remember what she said? She said she got drunk the night before, so she missed it. So everyone was discussing the incident that happened on Kuripa's stream, but Miss Charles said she missed it. Pretty strange for someone that claims to be Kuripa's real face. That'll be all, Your Honor. Emily's saying that Justin's very serious right now. Sophie's carpeting a lot more than I thought she would. She claimed to be Kuripa's real face too. Just now she didn't talk about being her real face at all. She only said she was her manager. Oh, this is a little redundant because we now already know who we now know that Kuripa is played by Prudence. So, prosecution mentioned you stream on April 1st. Do you remember it? Yes. It's true you were drunk. Yeah, because I have to be really energetic on stream, so sometimes drinks can help. So you're streaming while drunk? Oh, damn. I described the game's weapon as bananas and sausages. Because I thought it would make my fans laugh. So they got really excited if I said something pervy. I don't usually make sexual innuendos, but maybe because I was drunk. Suddenly wanted to. Huh? So were you trying to cover up your inappropriate behavior by lying to Miss Lloyd and saying you missed the stream? Any objection? Leading question. I don't know what leading question means. Why did you tell Mr. Lloyd you missed the stream the day after? Because I drank too much, so I forgot. What? I actually forgot everything I said that day and didn't remember until I watched the stream back. So I told Amanda I missed it. Told you? You mean you told Sophie you missed it? You're Amanda! Is girl drunk now? I feel like girl's drunk now. I think the defense statement has legs stand up. Oh no. Alright, here we go. We're proceeding with our cross-examination from 6 weeks ago that I don't remember anything of. Press on drinking before the stream. As we do certain things to get myself moved. Some streamers sing, some do exercise, but I tend to just have a couple of drinks. I was here to watch. Okay. I don't know anything about her not being able to drink, so let's just keep going. Okay. Press on making audience happy. Fans usually think that idols are really innocent, because he doesn't usually say adult things. But being objected to. For relevance. Justice claims he's trying to clarify the defendant's motive and how it connects to the case. Alright, let's keep going. Press on complaint from Sophie. Do you remember what Sophie earlier complained to you about? Sophie said she had a big argument with the sponsor because of what Kuripa said on stream. So I'm sorry I missed it. Let me get this straight then. You claimed to be Kuripa's real face and Miss Lure was complaining about something you said on stream. Then you said, I'm sorry I missed it. Because I blacked out from drinking? Do you really think that makes any sense? Honestly, that doesn't make any sense at all. Okay. Drinking before the stream. Oh, she got the wrong script. That's why. It should have been because of her drinking. These are the records of Sophia learned the sponsor's conversation on April 1st. I asked the witness to please read aloud the first line, statement from the sponsor to Miss Allure. This is hard for us to say, but we've accidentally mixed up Kuripa's stream guidelines with those meant for an adult game VTuber. So the real reason for Kuripa's sexual innuendo was the mix-up from the sponsor. If you were Kuripa's actual real face, you would know this. Alright. So basically, just like the last time when we accused Sophie, the end game is that we are able to prove that whoever we're accusing isn't Kuripa. And now we get to talk to Prudence again. What did she do once she found this? Report it to my boss. Okay. How did Mr. C react? He's just the one to talk to Amanda. Why did Mr. C want to talk to Amanda in the first place? Amanda was the one selling the adult content. Zoe's objecting. Evidence for this, please continue. How did you prove it was her? This one got everything right, including company secrets of the color of Kuripa's underwear. Nobody would actually know that except for Kuripa's mom, Amanda. That's why I thought it was her. Alright, so we do get a slightly different information if we accuse someone different. So, let's see what comes out of this. Alright, this is the final witness for the prosecution. We're gonna keep going. Would the defense like to skip cross... Okay, Zoe wants to cross-examine Prudence. So this is a different motive from last time, so maybe we'll get more stuff. Hypothetical! Please explain how you know about the nuance of Kuripa's design. The designer must have to know about that stuff. So everyone in the company has access to Kuripa's design layout. It's just Kuripa's mom would be most familiar with them. Also, I'm not as good as an artist as Amanda. Okay. Anyway, objection. Hypothetical. Emily's doing our job for us because I'm trying to speedrun this. New timeline? We're gonna reach the Sky Gate? I hope not. But maybe we'll make this more interesting. Because I'm confused. In the manga, when Kuripa takes off her jacket, there's a detail on the back of her shirt. It's never been released to the public. Let's say an employee really did draw you, choose to go straight to your boss before checking with them. Objection. Okay, that was not a place to object. But we did it anyway, so it doesn't matter. Do you think it would be completely betrayal of their trust in you? Oh, I should have objected there, but I didn't. Hypothetical! Emily, I don't even know what's happening right now. Could you explain why you went directly to Mr. C with your concerns? Looking out for illegal adult merch is part of my job, so I don't like talking to people. So I just went to Mr. C. Intimidation, threat to the witness! There's one thing I want to ask. Can you explain how reporting an employee's breach of rules has anything to do with said employee having a motive for murder? It just meant that Amanda might have been selling... So you're still not 100% sure. Badgering the witness! Badgering the witness! The witness can't provide clear motive for why Amanda chose to murder her boss, forcing these tenuous connections to failure in prosecution. That would be what we call badgering the witness! Oh, Amanda's defending Prudence! One loves hiding information, so I don't know my way of doing things. Is it probably to the defense and her defendant? But the last witness comes to stand, I'd like to give a basic response to the prosecution's claim. The prosecutor does have credible evidence to doubt Miss Child's claim of being Kuripa's real face. The defense admits that Amanda is not Kuripa's real face and such withdraws the claim. Okay. It's not me, my client is the killer, and we still uphold a position of innocence. Seems the defense still has more claims to make. Alright, here comes the last witness. Alright, here we go. Let's see what new information pops up this time. According to the police investigation, the victim arrived at the office at 7 p.m. on the night of April 20th. Current estimated time of death between 9:50 and 11:30. Police investigate why the victim was hanging around the office outside of normal office hours. Originally thought the victim had a habit of staying late at the office, but this morning came into some new information. Making you go back and redoing things is a little annoying. We've gone through this before, so it's kind of just like... I want to see if we get anything new out of this. And it's really frustrating to have to do all of this again. But maybe I won't get anything new out of this. And I'm just bad at the game. This is all just kind of repetitive, so... Alright, new information. You saying you think Kuripa's the killer? Amanda's not okay with that. Yeah, Amanda's not okay with that. I understand the law, and I'm a liar. I'm not Kuripa's real face, but I have people I'm trying to protect. So if you need to go in this direction, then I at least know how I can make your life harder. Because Mr. C's real killers... Zoe, you can't just force your client to stop confessing. Physically, that's not how it works. Alright, here we go. Before we get started, let me ask Miss Dunn, are you okay? Basic text has already been taken away. Regarding the defense final witness, we're rescinding her testimony. You can't just rescind your client's testimony! That's not how it works! Some circumstance I couldn't control. You know, her testimony is gonna be logged, but we'll be going for us if never. That's not how it works! You can't just rescind a testimony! Especially not if someone's claiming. I mean, you can't do it on her behalf. If the client claims to do it, she can. But you can't just do it on her behalf. Alright, whatever. You can't give a close... Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna... Let's just go through this. I want to see if this changes anything. That's all it is. Alright, court adjourned. Alright, Your Honor, forget all we said. That be... I know! I'm like, you can't just rescind a testimony! I mean, you can if you can say, like, I lied about X, Y, and Z, but you can't just, like, pretend you didn't hear any of that. That's not how it works. Alright, let's see if that brings us anything new. No? I'm confused. Nothing new came out of it. Maybe I'm supposed to accuse Sophie? But that also doesn't make any sense. I'm really confused. Let's see if there's new information. She doesn't want to talk still. Okay, so we have new alibi? Okay. I don't think there's anything new. Just going back and forth thing is just not it for me. There's nothing for her to check. We can't really accuse anybody else. And this is all nothing new. We didn't really get new evidence either. I'm really confused. Okay, maybe we need to accuse Honor now? I don't know. Okay, if we want to accuse Honor... Okay. Let's just do it and see what changes. Okay, see if we get any new evidence out of this. They still say I'm missing evidence, which I'm confused about. Nothing new came out of Amanda's. Okay. Alright, we're gonna try to speedrun this, because I don't know if this will change anything. Alright, so we have all the stuff that Zelda goes through. Why do you think the victim made someone mad enough to kill him? Please tell us how the victim died. Okay. Going back and forth. Okay. It's going. Time for the humble fast forward option. Yeah, I'm trying to go through this as fast as I can. I know. I don't know if this will actually change anything, but there's no new evidence that we can get. This is the diploma from Private Training Institute. The class taught self-defense, including close combat and dagger skills. The diploma belongs to Anna Chen. We checked the score, and apparently she graduated with high marks. We also looked into whether any suspects skills in weapons, surgery, or cutlery. Anna Chen is the only one who fits any of this criteria. Alright, I just got some new info, I think. Maybe, I'm not sure. Honestly, so confused. Okay, let's just keep going. Did you find out about the murder weapon? Okay, this is all nothing new. Okay. 4 people whose friends were found on the knife. Only Honor is skilled enough with the knife to have pulled it off. That'll be all, Your Honor. Alright. And then she waives cross-examination. And then she wants Honor to testify. Alright, I think they're gonna explain all of this VTuber stuff again. Alright, here we go, let's go. You have special combat training at an institute and graduate high marks for your dagger class. I did very well with daggers. Why did you take this class? The man I like is attractive woman who knows how to cook. Cooking classes are still lame, so I found a class that at least taught me knife skills. I see. As someone with a good understanding of daggers, do you think the paring knife could be the murder weapon? When I really think about it, it's a little strange. From what I know, the wound is too deep for a paring knife, so I actually think it may not be the real murder weapon. Which we know later on is the truth. Okay. Questions are pretty incisive. Like she knows exactly where to strike. Alright, let's cross-examine the witness. Okay, press on the knife chaining. Locking quickly incapacity your opponent. Aim for the hand and eye. Alright. I'm I'm getting a little tired. I don't know what this is all about. Anyway, let's keep going. Using a dagger is all about disarming your opponent as quickly as possible, so I will aim for the hands and eyes. Press on the guys she likes. Can't say. What does that have to do with the case? I guess it doesn't have anything to do with the case. I don't know why I had to ask that question. Press on father staying out of the kitchen. It's just a woman's territory. It's no place for a man like me. A man shouldn't be a jack of all trades. If it's the one I love, then I don't see a problem with it. Also, daggers are cool. I just went to learn about daggers, and the cooking thing was genteel. I didn't go to learn how to cut tuna, alright? Alright. You should have learned how to cut tuna. Okay. I don't know where this is going. Press on the paring knife. Why don't you think the paring knife is the murder weapon? The wound was too deep. Obviously, a deeper wound needs a longer blade. A paring knife would be hard-pressed to cut that deep and produce that much blood. First time you interviewed you at the office, you said Sophie was more suspicious because she used the paring knife the most. But now you're saying it couldn't have been the paring knife? Why the change? When I said that, I hadn't seen Mr. C's wound. Honestly, I hadn't thought about it that much. When and why did you see the victim's wound? Alcohol showed me a photo and one time was just questioning me. So the amount of blood, it started having doubts. Okay. I don't think that's anything. I'll just stay out of the kitchen. We haven't learned anything new. I feel like I'm missing something. I don't know what it is. I think that doesn't have anything to do with anything. Okay. There's no. Okay, there was no opening. I was like, did I miss something? But apparently not. Huh? Erie Levant. Live in number 563, whatever, row, second floor. It's an old apartment, partitioned to small rooms. I live in room A. Defendant lives in the same apartment building in room C, making a witness to defendant's neighbor. Wait, what? Wait, what? Where did she come from? Can you tell us where you were on April 20th? Oh, it's inside from 6 p.m. onward. I'm so confused right now. Where did she even come from? Is this why we have to redo this again? Anything notable happened while you were studying? A bug crawled into my room. I see. How did you deal with it? I asked my neighbors to help. The girl in room B is always working at night, so I knew she wasn't home. The girl in room C is super cool, so I figured she could help me. I knocked on her door for ages, but she never answered. Who invited blood? Honestly, I don't know. I'm like, where did you come from? Finally, the girl in room D came out and helped me. What did you notice while knocking on room C's door? I knocked really loud because I was super scared. And I knocked and I yelled and I cried. Her light was on so I could see it from the crack in her door. I could hear the sounds of music and someone talking. I thought she was definitely there. She doesn't even go here for real! I'm like, where did you come from? Vanessa claimed that she was at home during the murder, so why would she ignore her neighbor knocking on the door? Unless she wasn't actually there.
Prosecution asserts that there are flaws in defendant's alibi. Bro really thinks she's on the team. I'm like... Maybe this is why we have to play Honest Chapter? I'm not sure. Irrelevant. Irrelevant. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be anything. Alright. Here, Honor's back. Where were you on the night of April 20th? At home, I never left. What were you doing? Streaming, like I said before, I'm Cootie's real face. The stream was from when to when? 7 to 10. That night, we were just chatting, eating some old marshmallows. We were eating marshmallows. Fans can use the Psycho Marshmallows to submit anonymous questions. Okay. Honor's got attitude. But Zoe's pushing through. Would the stream make it possible for you not to hear outside sounds? Objection! Leading question. I don't know what that means. Your neighbor said they knocked on your door at around 8 p.m. Why didn't you answer? I was wearing noise-canceling headphones while I was streaming, so I really didn't hear. Okay. Here we go. Let's cross-examine her. This is so random. The girl, like, she just randomly shows up. I'm like, huh? Okay, press on didn't go out that night. How did you eat that day? I went out to eat. You went out to eat? You just say you didn't go out at all. Okay. I ate instant noodles for lunch at home, but after my stream, I went out to eat at a noodle place near the apartment. So it's after 10 p.m., but I can't remember the exact time. Owner of the noodle stand is the only one who can perhaps give her an alibi. Press on details about Kuripa. What is Kuripa's relationship with her CP? Wild Goose, Sophie's online persona. Everyone likes seeing a VTuber interact with her CP. Usually it's a VTuber and another VTuber. Our company doesn't have any other VTubers though, so we just ship her with Sophie. Since at that time only Sophie's image had been publicly released. I didn't have my own personal page and also didn't want to take spotlight from Cootie's page. Could I would choose myself to see Cootie, not Sophie. Alright. Does that mean you were the one to make this decision? Like I said, it wasn't the option at the time. I don't think that has anything. Okay. Let's keep going. Press on that day's stream. You were eating marshmallows that night, right? Can you tell us some of the ones you remember? One asked what I usually wear at home. I said I usually am dressed more casually. Okay, this is... Okay. Just says she's not part of the no panties. This game has some really odd, like, fan service-y kind of stuff going on. Okay. Okay. That was the only free chat stream that we saw. Remember it well. Monday was a fighting game, Tuesday was a collab, Wednesday a horror game, and Thursday was free chat. Let's double check. Wednesday was a horror game, she said.
Probably. Station number 4. Probably a reference to platform. Exit 8. Free talk. The collab got cancelled. Monday was a fighting game, Tuesday a collab, Wednesday a hard game, and Thursday was free chat. I have here Kuripa scheduled for April 17th to 26th. And then this here's the revised schedule. At 10:17 on Monday, Kuripa announced Tuesday's collab was cancelled and posted an updated schedule. Now, why, as Kuripa's real face, did you not know this? So let me ask you again, who did you collab with on Tuesday and what did you do? Let it be known that the defendants unsure of what Kuripa's weekly schedule actually was. You should make it abundantly clear that Miss Chan is not Kuripa's real face. Alright, going. Alright, here comes Amanda! Ask something about a date relatively further back. On November 3rd of last year, we were already in employing Lillian. Do you remember what you did that day? The meeting about Kuripa's 2.0, her new model. You briefly described that meeting. Lillian decided to create a new version of Kuripa's 3D model version 2.0. They wanted to give her more expressions and movements. Who was part of the meeting? I remember Mr. C, Misty, Honor, and me. 4 people in total. How did you discuss the modeling art requirement? But to confirm the new expressions with Kuri, so Honor said she'd do that. But when I asked her about it, she said, I don't know, Kuri hasn't responded yet. If she's Kuri's real face, then why would she say she hadn't responded yet? If she's Kuri, then that's kind of weird, right? If she wanted to hide her identity, she could have just said Kuri hasn't responded yet. No, I don't know. Objection? Personal conjecture! Sustained. Do you think Miss Chen is pretending to be Kuri to have an alibi? She specifically remember honestly, I don't know. Kuri hasn't responded yet. Yes, because I have to wait for confirmation before I can start drawing. It took a while and delayed my start date, so I remember it clearly away. This is for the 3D model. Why is the mom involved? She's just an illustrator, right? Whatever. It's alright, let's keep going. According to witness testimony, we know the defendant said in the meeting, I don't know, Kuri hasn't responded yet. Now, if the defendant is telling the truth, she's Kuripa's real face, so then why would she not know her own opinion? The prosecution asserts the defendant's claim of being Kuripa's real face is flawed and should not be deemed an acceptable alibi. Okay. Anyway, they're not cross-examining her. And Honor's back. This game is really confusing. Amanda mentioned you were in the same meeting on November 3rd on last year. Do you remember this? It's true that you volunteered to confirm the detail with Kuripa. That was my idea. Seeing that you're Kuri's real face, why did you reply, don't know, Amanda asked you for an update? Objection. Answer that already. Was this hide your identity? But Emily's doing our job for us. I'm just trying to speedrun this. Just please explain why you answered that way. There are multiple reasons. One, I was busy and you had to confirm the specs, but I hadn't had time to think about them yet. To company policy, no one can know Kuripa's real face, so obviously couldn't say I had to think about it. I wonder if the game sort of expects you to piece together evidence from each time and to piece together the truth. Maybe? Maybe. Given those 2 reasons, I could only think to push the responsibility into a non-existent real face. Once I finished my modeling work, I just sat down and thought about it for a bit and told Amanda what Kuripa decided on. It's a little confusing. Okay, let's try it. Let's go. Alright, here we go with the cross-examination. I get where they're going with this. It's so like, one, there's replayability to the game, and two, you get like different endings for each replay. But it's kind of annoying because like the assumption is you play the entire game in one sitting. Like a lot of this stuff I don't even remember. Let's press on contacting Kuripa. Why did you volunteer to talk to Kuripa yourself? Stands, regardless of who asks Kuri, I'm the one who's going to see it. So why waste more time making it more complicated? So I usually volunteer to contact Kuri about stuff. Hey, but didn't she actually talk to her? Let's just keep going. Press on being busy. What were you busy with back then? Amanda mentioned the meeting was about Kuri's 2.0 model. I handled 80% of the pre-modeling work myself to confirm your viewing session was really on my radar. Lillian barely gave me any time to do it all. So you were busy with pre-modeling work? Need to research new skills, collate old photos, and increase the scope of new events. I was insanely busy, so I forgot to confirm the expressions for a bit. How much time did Lillian give you to complete this work? Only 2 weeks, and it was a really rushed 2 weeks, so I remember it well. How long would you normally have for a gnawing job? Depending on how complicated it is, but usually 20 to 30 days. Okay. Kuri has to... Okay, she says she was busy 5 days of green streaming, so she didn't have a lot of time to model. Let me finish with certain image, whether or not she could finish early. A stream that day was general chat. So if you sent multiple images to 3 models on or ask them to fix some issues, it was an action game. Could have wings. Okay. First on concealing identity. Okay. Keep appearances, you contact Kuripa through your personal account and use Kuripa's account to respond. Why would I do that? I see. Oh, we have evidence for that. This is a screenshot sent to Amanda Childs from the defendant on November 6th. As we can see from the screenshot, the defendant texted Kuripa confirming each new expression one by one. And yet the defendant just said that talking to herself would make her look like a crazy person. As per the defendant's own claim, if she really were Kuripa's real face, she wouldn't have to send herself a message. But in the info she gave Miss Childs, there was obviously a separate Kuripa chatting with her. From this, it's clear to see that the defendant is not Kuripa's real face and therefore cannot have been home streaming during the murder. That'll be all. Alright. I'm just trying to get through this. Here comes Misty. Please briefly describe what happened at work on March 31st. The day Anna went to the office around 3 and had a fight with Mr. C. At a meeting the day before, Mr. C announced we would be selling adult Kuripa merch anonymously, so Anna went into the office on March 31st to talk to him about it. They ended up having a physical altercation. Anna said, "You'll pay for this," and slammed the door and left the room. Okay, where were you on April 7th? Did anything special happen? Anna apologized to me. She said she accidentally kicked it over the night before and said she'd buy me a new one. Kick what over? Accepted her apology, but still thought it was weird. Because that plant was in a place you can't really kick over by accident. So since I thought that was weird, I went to check the cameras. The night before, after everyone had left, she went into Mr. C's break room and took out a manga. A little bit later, she slammed the book down the ground and started breaking everything around her, including my potted plants, and then ripped the manga to shreds. The office was a total mess. After a while, she finally cleaned up, put it back to normal, and left. Who else in the company knew about this? Only Mr. C and I know, or knew. Mr. C was the second person in the office that day. I showed him the footage and then he told me not to show anyone else. Alright. Did you go into the office the day before on April 6th? Misty's awfully cooperative. When it's not in regards to prudence. Anything particularly happened that day? That day, when I came out of the bathroom, I saw Mr. Honest. I saw Honest standing in front of Mr. C's break room. His doors opened a little, but she didn't go inside. She's standing outside looking in. And she noticed me staring at her and walked away. She passed me by and I noticed pure naked furry. Oh, damn. What was in his break room at the time? Mr. C reading a fan-made Kuripa Dojin. Oh. Okay. So, if Honor did kill Mr. C, we're saying the motive is because of Kuripa. On March 31st, due to a new company policy, the defendant had a physical altercation with the victim. Even though the defendant claims to have made up with the victim that very night, we know from witness testimony that the defendant was still highly angry with the victim. The prosecution asserts that his anger was enough to serve as a motive for murder. Alright, Zoe's gonna cross-examine now. Sort of deadly rage. Sorry, but that's too vague. Explain what deadly rage is. Oh damn! Misty giving Zoe a hard time. Gonna keep pressing my emotion that can't easily be explained until my words become meaningless. Is that right? Let me think. Kinda like this? Oh damn. Saying explain the kind of pure naked fury so on his eyes. Girl said, you know what? Let me show you how it's done! Is it that expression that made you question Honest's reason for breaking your plan while you went to check the cameras? Yes, I think so. Objection. No, that's not against the rules? Okay. Okay, so we're talking about why she trashed the place. According to your words, Honor Chan got all that rage out when she trashed the place that night? After the day, did you ever witness any anger between Honor and Mr. C again? No. Do you have any evidence to prove that Honor was still angry at Mr. C after the night office? No. Okay. Weird that she thinks breaking a few potted plants equals to forgiving someone, but that's okay. It's interesting. It's interesting how Misty kind of sort of wanted to protect Amanda. And she backed Sophie. She seems to be at odds with Honor. Prosecution casts doubts on whether Miss Chan is Kuripa's real face, doubts which have been supported by reliable evidence. As such, the defense admits that Miss Chan is not Kuripa's real face and would like to withdraw. Okay. She's doing the same thing again. It's just the same thing over and over again, so let's keep going. And then here comes Zoe with the new evidence. Alright, this is the same thing again. This is why I don't like the fact that we have to go back and redo this, because this is redundant. It's a little annoying, but I could be wrong. Okay, anyway, Honor has something to say. And also, yeah, you can't just randomly decide to speak in the courtroom. Oh, Honor is confessing to the murder? There we go. Okay. Honor's claiming to be the murderer so that more of the screenshot doesn't get shown. Because it makes Kuripa look really bad. Okay. Yeah, she might have admitted it just to protect Kuripa. Prosecution cannot ignore the defendant's statement. Wish to cross-examine the witness. Alright, here we go. Killed Mr. C because he sold adult Kuripa merch. I got to the office around 8:30 and drugged Mr. C with sleeping pills. After he passed out, I killed him with the office paring knife and then left. But I thought he didn't kill her with the paring knife. I thought she said that it's not possible that he was killed with the paring knife. And now he is? Okay, you know all about this. Okay, how'd you get in the office? I left home a little after 8 and took public transport. I dumped the powder from those sleeping pills into water and he wasn't looking at the stuff I got from Amanda. I waited until a little after 10 just to be safe, then I killed him. After that, I left around 10:20. And 20. Okay. How'd you know he'd be in the office? I asked him that day. He said he'd be there late. I went through the second floor window. The second floor has cameras, so I couldn't take the elevator stairs. Doesn't this contradict what she said before? Okay, let's just keep going. Press on murder details. Just early in testimony, you said the paring knife would use mold to make this cut that deep. You can explain how you did it. Be professionally trained. As long as you stick it in as deep it goes, the paring knife could and did produce that wound. I see. It's already past her from the pills, so he didn't put up a fight. I stuck the knife in his neck and dragged it across until I knew I made a fatal incision. I accidentally dropped the knife when I was leaving. Originally, I didn't mean to leave any evidence behind. Probably dropped when I was cleaning up, so I guess I dropped by the exit. Alright. So that's how we know that that's not true, because we found it on Prudence's desk. The testimony is almost perfect. If I don't say anything right now, I undoubtedly win. But you won't! Because your name is Justin Truth, and you're here for the truth and nothing but the truth! Prosecution would like to present evidence number 001. This is the report on the paring knife. According to the police and the first witness on the scene, the paring knife was found on Prudence Week's desk. The defendant, however, thinks she dropped it near the exit, quite a distance from Miss Week's desk. The prosecution asserts that this contradiction casts serious doubt upon the defendant's confession. In light of the new facts, we must admit that our previous conclusions were flawed. I have no further questions. Okay. Alright, then we have the closing remarks. Defendant harbored a clear murderous intent towards the victim for selling adult creeper merchandise. She knew how to avoid the office cameras and possessed the necessary knife skills to commit the crime. However, the section of her testimony regarding where she dropped the murder weapon conflicts with the facts, casting doubts on her guilt. As such, there is more that must be cleared up regarding the murder. Alright, and Zoe's like, I'm cool with that! Alright, so court adjourned. So, now that we did all three... I don't get it. So we did all of that. I still don't know where the missing evidence is. Okay. Like this. This is nothing new. Alibi. And Faye still doesn't want to talk. Maybe. I'm not sure. confused. But okay. Well, all the questions are still centered around Sophie. Even though we finished the other routes. So we finished all of these, but nothing really... Do I need to reset this? I'm obviously missing something. Because it says I'm at 84. Okay, let's just click through all of these. Let's just check all of her streams. Oh, we've done this before. Oh, crap. Alright. I'm getting really confused. I don't think any of these have anything new, though. Do I have to redo the entire chapter? I want to know how to get the other 84% of the... Because right now there's no other timeline. Which is what's really confusing. I'm so confused, Muto. You have no idea. Anything hints for well, yeah, it's just there's no we're not missing anything from the 2 timelines that we already did. So we're not missing anything for the graduation timeline. And then money murders. I'm assuming there are other lines, but I don't know how to unlock them. Like, do I have to reset the whole thing? I don't want to go through all of it again. I'm guessing... That's too silly. Do I have to reset? Okay, let's see what happens if we reset it. Okay. This is the important announcement that she made. Skipping over this because we've been through this before. I'm really confused. Okay. Alrighty. We've seen this so many times. I'm skipping over it. And Kuripa's not giving me any hints. Okay. I'm assuming there should be more to the graduation and money timeline, because those are specific to Sophie. I think it's weird that I have to do this again. I could be wrong. Okay. All right. Okay. And he wants me to look at operator A again. It's a little frustrating, but that's okay. Okay. We're repeating stuff we did before, so it's trying to skip all of this as fast as possible. And we have Haas do some investigation. Or not. Okay. Alright, none of this contributes to anything. Operator A. Agent disagreement. Alright, let's start talking to everybody. See if anything changes. Okay, now this is about... So we're on Amanda's route now. It's gonna be Kripa. Okay, this is an anonymous text message that we know about. Actually, I'm not... I think we're on this route, maybe? I'm not sure. Alright, new skin request. Alright, ask about operator A. Sophia and Kuripa. Is there anything new? Ever look into the anonymous messages. While she's doing that, summon Sophie. Okay. Alright, here we go. Okay, and here we are still operating under the assumption because we didn't accuse Sophie. Oh, I didn't read anything. Sorry, I didn't see what she was saying. Because we didn't prove that she wasn't Cutie Pie and poor, we're gonna have to do it now. Or from Mrs. E to tell anyone about your plans. Okay. Oh, okay. I see where she's going with this. Saying that she wouldn't bring up wanting to graduate because she is Cutie Pie, but we know she asked Amanda. Okay. Alright, so she admits she's the imposter. Reason for lying. Honor and Amanda came out and said they were Cutie Pie to your face. Something told me they were faking it, so I just went along and faked it too. Okay. Alright. Graduation. You know about this too? This is all old stuff that we went through already. Okay. We're skipping quite a bit because we've gone through this before. Trying to figure out how to get the other 84%. But I could be wrong. Or maybe I just had to accuse Sophie. Who knows? Okay. Okay, then we have Emily do some research as well. Alright, a lot of clicking. I'm gonna skip all of that. Let's talk to Honor now. Okay. Alright, so this is after we accuse Honor. Thinking about it announced being the killer when we learned Cutie Pie's graduating. If I started thinking Cutie Pie's the killer. Oh, I forgot how we got through this last time. Station. Anonymous message. Okay, here we go. Reason for lying. Okay, I've got a new lead. Okay. Alright, this is when she got the screenshot, like last time. This is all repeat from before, so we're not gonna stay here for very long. Okay. Alright, let's have her check out Honor's second alibi. She's still working on that. Alright, let's talk to Prudence now. Let's talk to Miss Cutie Pie that got murdered in another life. Ask her about the graduation. This is all old stuff. Okay, some misunderstanding. Alright, and then we have Creepas Live that we watched last time. I'm gonna skip over. Okay. We're speedrunning this part because I'm confused. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Okay. Went through this last time, too. Okay, let's have her look into the alibis. Hello, DJ Coolher! Just in time for me to be confused in this game. I'm speedrunning this. I'm trying to figure out what I missed. Trying to figure out what I missed. Hope you're having a good day. I hope your day's going marginally better than me, being confused in this game. Okay. So this is the old stuff that we went through last time. So Sun is the one that really likes Kuripa. I don't understand what's happening in this game. You and me both, man. You and me both. Just when I thought I figured out what's going on, it's like, JK, you got the bad end. You don't have enough evidence to get the good end. Go figure it out. And now I'm confused. So you and me both. You and me both. Interface is kind of cool though, not gonna lie. Oh, she's still checking on the alibi, so we'll come back to that. Okay, let's now talk to Misty. Alright, here we go. Misty playing games with us. How was Easter? I don't celebrate Easter. But my neighborhood was very lively. So I saw a lot of Easter decorations. We're not religious. So we don't celebrate Easter. I just think the decoration's cute. Hope you had a good Easter. Hope you had a good Easter. I know a lot of people celebrate. I'm not one of them. Easter eggs seems fun though. Okay. Easter's another day for me, lol, even though I am sort of religious. I think it's more of a kids' holiday now. Easter is like fun for kids, but they can go find Easter eggs. It's not like Christmas, where there's like a lot more to do. Just like it's fun for kids to hunt for Easter eggs, and it's fun for parents to hide Easter eggs. As far as I know, anyway. Alright, we've seen all of this. Let's have her go check in on Sophie's boyfriend. Easter mainly is heavily religion eggs, in my opinion. Yeah, I know people who like go to church and stuff for it. But mostly I hear about like, oh, the kids are coming to search for Easter eggs in the backyard. That's mostly what I hear. Okay, and here we go. Alright, got some new leads. Oh, this is when she doesn't want to talk to us about it. Surprise stream 2 with new lead. Wait, what's this one? Oh, I think she... Oh yeah, I remember this. She gets scary. Alright, nothing new here. Jesus Christ, got beat out by a rabbit. Popularity, not my favorite JoJo character. I'm a fan of Hugh Jackman's Easter Bunny. Fan of Hugh Jackman's Easter Bunny. I would celebrate Easter just for him. Okay, then we have Haas reinvestigate the office. Okay, and then let's now go check out. Is the Easter Bunny in JoJo? I've never seen JoJo. That's not true. I watched the first season and the second season because my friend put it on while I was at her house. But, that's all I know. I actually don't remember much from it. Except that it wasn't really my thing. I see the appeal, though. It just didn't speak to me. It's a little too melodramatic for me. And I know that's the appeal. Alright, we're just going through the same motion we did last time, so I'm kind of just speed running it without really reading anything. Okay, and this is what we get. Docs from a logic break. For Kuripa going on dates offline with her fans. I really want chocolate now. Oh, this talk about Easter? It's making me chocolate hungry. Can't handle a JoJo adventure. I cannot. It's too much for my baby heart. Oh, this isn't unlock any new... Maybe I just have to accuse Sophie. Maybe that's what it is. Well, let's talk to everybody again. Resetting the chapter, he said the evidence percentage, well, it did. We're at 42 now. So it went back down. I'm very confused. So let's have her investigate the dating rumors. JoJo Hotman post fight with ghosts. They're called stands. Excuse you, Shadowblade. They're called stands. Ghosts. Stands. I don't know why they're called stands, though. If anyone would care to enlighten me. It went back down to 78%. If anyone would care to enlighten me why they're called stands and not, like, I don't know. Spirit of the dead. Spirit of myself. Thought you were talking about D4C for a second. LARP alert. For Persona. Fighting spirit, I think that's what was described. Persona? Yeah, Persona makes sense to me. I just don't know why it's called a stand. Oh, I guess it's them taking a stand. I guess. If you want to interpret it that way, that would make sense. Alright, I've got the dating rumors. Never talking about Made in Heaven. Gotta reset the timeline. Yeah, we're trying. We just resetted this timeline, so we'll see. 78%. Alright. Let's talk to this one. Hello. Hi, alright. I'm afraid I'll mess up. Alright. We're just talking to some normal chat. So let's begin. Alright, then he gives us the insurance policy for Mr. C. And there's nothing. Alright, and then we have Aji's Twitter, where they travel a lot. Right, and there's Logic Break, and there's Sun. Okay. Nothing new there. Nothing for her to investigate. Honestly, I don't think there's a reason why stands are called that. They're a manifestation of the person's willpower, but I think Araki names them that because it sounds cool. Part 1 and 2 is mainly just fighting vampires. All I remember is Dio and Jonathan. But I don't really remember what happened between them. I just know that they're like brothers, and then they like, you know, are not, you know, and then they ended up being against each other. I can't remember much of what happened. Okay. And we got evidence. This keeps popping up on these three, even though we already went over it. Okay. Got some information from Prudence. Hermit Purple. Honestly, I don't remember much. And then this is Faye. Basically, in short, massive ego brother becomes a vampire to get some weird revenge with family and then lead to the other parts. Yeah, I know Dio's like a reoccurring, like, never dying final boss, from what I remember. Zahando Zawarudo, I see. I don't know much about JoJo. My friend says part 5's the best. I don't know what that means. A friend of mine's like, part 5's the best. I was like, oh, okay. I don't know what that means, but sure. And then someone else is like, part 3's the best. I don't know. Everyone says their favorite part is the best. Basically, because of Dio and Jonathan find descendant of Jonathan's destined to fight evil. I see. That's a pretty clever setup, not gonna lie. It's a pretty clever setup. Okyasu could have done it, I believe. Maybe. So it's kind of like the descendants of Jonathan are forever doomed to fight their great-great-great-grandpapa's evil stepbrother. Is that it? Part 5 Spacey Mafia team goes to become Mafia boss to stop drugs? I see. Oh, there's nothing else. We're at 84% again! I don't get it! We're at 84% again. Huh? Alright, well, let's go on Twitter. Oh. Oh! Original post made 11:30. She only responded. Oh! This must have been the missing information. The cat. Okay, Prudence claimed that she went and got the cat. Was missing, but it only went missing at 11:30, which is after 10 p.m. Oh, okay. Maybe this was what was missing last time. Alright, we may have cracked it. I was just bad at the game. We didn't have to give a baked fee. Long story short, it's a bizarre adventure. Part 2 is about finding these 3 guys called the Pillar Men. Goated part has little to do with Dio. Vampire, aka Dio. The theme song is Aztec dubstep. It's real goofy, but so good. Part 4, so slice of life hunting users, which then leads up to hunting serial killer David Bowie's 10 user. Which is the one with the guy who's like an artist? He was my friend's favorite character. I forgot his name. I think his hair was green. He wears like a white outfit. That guy. I think I figured out the missing evidence. It was the cat thing. I don't know who can investigate that. Rohan? Oh yeah, Rohan! Him, that guy! That's his name! He's from Part 4 of the Stands Heaven's Door. I don't know what that means. But my friend really liked him. Rohan Kishibe the goat? Sure. No, he ain't. Oh no, I've started a war. Oh no. Oh no, I have no stake in this conversation. Actual lies. Oh no. Let's go talk about Misty's cat. Alright, I think we figured out the lead that I didn't have last time. So I was just bad at the game. Okay, let's see if we can go talk to Misty about her cat. Araki self-insert. Oh, I see. I sense hearsay. Alright, I've accidentally started a war.
You never meant to start a war.
Anyway, let's talk to Misty about her cat. We'll get back to JoJo in a second. Made a post about it on why. Her cat is really cute. It's a big orange. See that you didn't respond to anyone's comments until 4:27 a.m. Why so late? I was busy looking for her. After I got back from most tired, I passed out for a little bit. You were that worried about cat, why take so long to check back? I say so. Let's have her check on the cat! Also, big thing about standings past 3 is they're just named after songs and bands that Araki likes. Just straight up their names. Oh, I know! There's someone named Jolene, right? In JoJo? I don't know which one she is. She's named after the song Jolene, right? The Dolly Parton song? I heard Cat, you have my attention. Cat is being investigated on. Cat is being investigated on. I think maybe that's what I was missing last time. Let's see what anyone else has to say. The cat was cute. The cat is a big orange. Okay, about the missing cat. This was a strange one. We had success after expanding our search to a nearby park. Misty at 1:23. At 1:23 a.m. on April 21st, there's footage of Misty Rue bringing what looks to be a cat carrier into the park. 16 minutes later, at 1:37 a.m., there's footage of her leaving from the same place she went in, this time no carrier. She looked really nervous, like she was actively looking for cameras. The one that caught her was hidden, so she didn't notice it. So she abandoned her own cat in the park? So she did it to create an alibi. Or she did it to correspond Prudence's story. As she was looking for the cat. I see Miss Neighbor. Random neighbor. Alright, we have a little bit more evidence now. I don't know what that means. Let's see what people have things to say. Nothing new with the girls. Maybe I have to check social media some more. There's no way this kid's being held up because of a cat photo. Oh, if I knew Lena about her personality change. Alright, this is what we discovered last time. Let's talk to Misty. She doesn't have anything new for us. See if Faye has anything new for us. Okay. We still have leads to investigate, so I'm not ready to. Okay. Personality change for... We got new info with the abandoned cat. But we're only at 89%, so we're still missing stuff. Alright, let's see if there's anything new on their version of Twitter. We're just gonna click on everything we can possibly click on. This stuff we already clicked on before. Alright. Most promising VTuber. Well, damn! We're still missing stuff. I don't know what we're missing. Okay. Remember to like and retweet? No, Justin's too boomer for that. Justin's way too boomer for that. Alright, this is all the comments. Okay, this is... nothing new here. We can't really talk to any of them. I don't think there's anything new on Twitter. Oh, crap. Oh, we have to watch this again. Okay, this is her playing the game. We're still missing 11% of evidence. Alright, just watch all of Kuri's. Let's watch all of Kuripa's streams. What the hell is all this? No bueno. No bueno. No bueno. Too confusing for moi. But a baby. Alright, these are all her collabs. Cannot relate. I don't collab with anyone except for, I guess, Kuripa and my cat. But the cat only shows up on Wednesdays and when it feels like it. The cat still won't tell me their name, so are we really even collabing? I don't even know what the cat likes to eat. The cat just shows up and then it just like, it just bounces. Okay. Nothing useful. I agree. I guess we got to listen to a Chinese VTuber, so that's kind of fun. But I kind of sort of skip over it. If you're watching the stream, I'm sorry. It's not you. It's me. I'm losing patience. I'm losing patience. I apologize. If your lines contributed to the storyline, I would have listened to it, but since it didn't, I'm sorry. I need clues. I need evidence. Nothing useful. Dmitry Polyakov mentioned. I'm waiting for the cat to tell me their name. The cat just does what it wants. It shows up, it chills, it rolls around. It judges me for my bad gameplay, and then it leaves. Sometimes it doesn't even show up on Wednesdays. Sometimes it's like, you know what, I'm not here for this. I feel like this is a reference to a game, but I don't know what it is. Minds Beneath Us. Nothing useful, you're telling me, Justin. Oh, this is the girl that we saw on Twitter. Sorry, why? Her design's really cute. But I feel like the pink black Jiraiya is a little overdone. Her palette's cute though. I like her bear. Her teddy bear's really cute. I want her teddy bear. How do I get it? Can I have it? Oh, I don't know why I'm asking like she's going to respond to me. Bear's so cute. Maybe the cat will become a plushie for me. I don't know if any of these are gonna be helpful for us. We're just gonna click through them. I'm lost. But this game looks cute. Person can dream. Cat plushie, yeah. One day. One day. Let's go through all of these again. I don't think there's anything here. But she's cute. She's cute. All of her collabs play the same game. All of her collabs play the exact same game. They shot the last man to have a dream. Damn, that's rough. Time you gonna make Dimitri Pele come to a marketable plushie? We've lost the plot. He'd be so cute. Or maybe it's a she, I don't know. They'd be so cute. Alright, nothing useful. Alright, and then let's watch this. Again. For like the 16 millionth time. Alright, I don't know if there's anything new we're gonna gain from this. We're still at 89% of chapter completion, which bothers me. Okay, she's talking about boobs. We've seen this stream so many times. Even though I don't remember anything from it. Okay, cool. Oh, yeah, pajamas. Uh-huh. Bananas and pajamas. Or I guess in her case, she's a virus in the pajamas. Alright. And this is her important announcement. I don't like that she capitalized the I and not the A. The OCD in me is displeased greatly. Greatly. Should both be capitalized. Did you guys see the CSI SVU did an episode on a case that involved a VTuber? Really? Read a little about the plot and was actually insane. Wait, CSI or SVU? Curious. Which, well, I guess CSI is not on anymore, so it should be just SVU. I'm gonna have to look that up after this. I love tea. I've seen this before. Okay. This is her fairy tale story time. Yeah, alright. Nothing new. Okay, Cakes and VTuber wasn't real, but the storyline was batshit crazy. You don't know how that idea come from a story writer? They know what's up. They know what they're doing. SVU does have like crazy 132 centimeters. Damn, you tiny. SVU, honestly, crime drama in general just has like the craziest stuff going on. I don't know what else we're supposed to look at. What are we missing? We're still only at 89%. Where's the? How do I get the other 11? Goody plus observation diary. Watch diary. There's nothing new here. Bit of a warning, essentially the plot was that the VTuber was streaming and she randomly brings up she was bad touch, but can't remember who did it. Involves like sleeping drugs and has there. Oh damn! Sounds crazy. Sounds like some crazy talk. SVU has always been very twisty though. SVU has always been very twisty. With all these evidence. All these new leads. Agent disagreement. I don't really get it. So we talked to everyone about... Oh, it's because we can't get Faye and... Prudence to open up. Need to watch the episode because it just sounds insane from beginning to end. Facts, though. Maybe we're missing 11% because we can't get Faye and Prudence to talk about Operator A and Sophie and Kuripa? Maybe? Everyone else we've been able to talk to. How do we get them to stop exercising their right to silence? I feel like I'm missing something. Maybe that's what's missing. We're not finished investigating, so there must be outstanding evidence somewhere. I'm not sure what. Boyfriend meetup. I've got all of this, I think. Okay, so I got this. Check Operator A's post in chapter 1 give the lead agent disagreement. Let's leave with honor to get the evidence. I think I already did that. The new hints pop up, new evidence you found? Only the cat one. I don't know. Got class tomorrow morning. Adios. Have a nice stream. Thank you, Shadow Boy. Well, we're gonna stop here for tonight because we're at the 3-hour mark, and I don't know what's going on anymore. So we'll come back to clicking around next week. We made progress, but now we're back to IDK what's going on. So, we'll come back to the real face of a VTuber next week and see if we can make up the other 11% of evidence. Because I don't know what's going on anymore. But that is it for today. I will be off on Wednesday. And we'll be back with a Just Chatting on Saturday. I'll be grinding Grand Blue Fantasy while we do a Just Chatting where I don't know what we're gonna talk about. But we'll talk about something. I know, a Just Chatting. Rare occurrence on my channel, I tell you. And then on Sunday, we'll be playing with Spider-Man. Ami Mare indeed. But yeah, that is it for tonight. Thank you all so much for coming. I appreciate you all. I hope you had a good time, even though I was lost and speedrunning the majority of this game. But it be like that sometimes. Have a great day or great night wherever you are. Stay chill, stay safe, stay cool. And I will see you guys in my next stream. Good night, and I'll see you next time. Bye.